guys, welcome back to the Muse with your girl, FoFo. And I want to say a big thank you to you guys. You guys have been amazing. Like, my comment section has been popping, y'all, you know. So you know what we do, you know how we do it. So I have a guest with me again. You said I should bring him last week, and he's here again. So, Mr. FLO, how do you do?
I'm good.
Come on.
I'm good, yeah.
Hey. Bring it out.
Yeah.
I know. What the coolest.
Hallelujah. That's so dope.
Yes, we are dope. I mean, so, you know, a lot of my fans out there, hi guys, really enjoyed last week.
Praise Jesus.
And they have questions.
Okay.
If you give somebody a hinge, they take a mile.
Yes.
They took 60.
They take a kilometer.
So today we're going to continue with our so-called gospel starter pack.
Hallelujah.
And a few questions are around for you.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Let's do this. Come on.
So we begin with one of the most popping questions on the timeline. Finances and gospel music.
Okay.
You know how nobody tells you that, you're gonna have to make money. Like you said last week, it's commercial now. So how do you draw the balance? How do you make the money? Is the money from the streaming, from the selling of merchandise, from church? Where do we place the money? Where's the money coming from?
Ironically, you've done a very great job of actually elucidating some of those places.
Because they mentioned it. You know, some people, they're out there.
Yes.
They're out there.
The thing is, it depends on where you're looking at it from. I know some singers who are not necessarily singers in church.
True.
They're Christians. They call themselves gospel artists, but they don't sing in church. Now, the thing with singing in church before COVID, pre-COVID, was that, you could be invited to a church, maybe have this huge song, and everybody loves your song. Churches are calling you. Now, after COVID, churches are, they're sort of like, like gringory now. They're like, they cut their cloth according to, according to their feet, so no more agbada. Meaning that churches are not really calling people like they used to.
Nobody's really doing concerts or big events now.
Exactly. So it's impacted all the industries, including church. So the thing is, if you're a gospel artist, this is maybe a little bit shaky, except you are not looking to spread your music. Because truth be told this, if the gospel is your target, whether you get money from it or not it doesn't really matter. As long as souls are being blessed. But in terms of finances, no. Now, streaming, yes. Streaming, how? You have YouTube, you have Deezer, Spotify, Boomplay, you have iTunes. You basically have all these online platforms where you can place your music. But the thing with YouTube is it's a bit tricky. Why? Because with YouTube, you can monetize in two ways. You can either put your song out there, and the platform upon which your song was placed can help you monetize, or you monetize directly on YouTube. So the thing is, what's your question again? I don't.
How do we make the money? Because it's not just you're putting out music.
Yes,
it's an investment.
Yes.
You invest.
But the thing again is, at some point you need a manager, you need a marketer, you need also an accountant. Why? If you create content regularly, you're supposed to look at how much you're pumping into it.
True.
Versus what's coming. If you're spending 500K on a song,
your return's gotta be triple.
Exactly. And your plan is triple. You want to put the song out. Look at it from this perspective. If someone loaned you 500K and they told you, well, in 6 months' time, I want my 500K back with interest. So say it's an interest of 20%. That's 100. That's 100 grand. So you're supposed to deliver 600 grand back, right? Now, when you want to go online and you want to publicize, how are you going to go about it?
Please stream my music, please. I need 100K extra. Please.
So if you look at it from that perspective,
Okay.
and not from a religious standpoint, then making money would be easier. Also, you need to be able to work with statistics.
True.
There are statistics on Spotify. I mean, the one on Spotify and YouTube, they're just insane. That's if you're someone who collates data.
Well,
Because that lets you know
they will begin to collect the data.
that lets you know where exactly your money is coming from, the fluidity, and even with Spotify will let you know who else people are listening to that has your kind of vibe.
True.
So you can go and listen to the people they are listening
And know what to do.
and know what to add to your side. Even though we shouldn't really be saying that on this platform, but we just gotta let some secret go.
No, we just gotta give you some combos
So
here and there.
in terms of money, I would say that's like your best bet. Treat your money like an investment. That way, it's easy for you to know when you want to make profit. You know how much you spent. Versus, for example, you have CDs. You can't be dashing people your CDs. No. You do the math.
Even before the days to dash CDs.
We can't tell. You can decide you want to be benevolent.
All right.
But in terms of finances, I would say that would be their best bet.
All right. Thank you very much. A second question that really hits me is, who should be your target crowd? Should it be? Who should it be? Who should it? And we're talking to. Well, let's open it up to. Let's streamline it to gospel artists.
Okay.
Because if you're not, then I mean,
exactly.
it's a blank canvas. But as Christians and gospel artists, who is the target market?
Well, if you say a Christian artist, it's dicey. Why? Let me explain. Someone can say, I'm a Christian artist, but I don't do religious music.
That's one.
And someone can say, I'm a gospel artist with a definition that I am of the gospel. I believe the gospel. I promote the gospel, but I don't sing religious songs. While there's a divide of those who everything they sing is religion. So it's pure black and white Jesus Christ. Everything they sing,
John 3:16.
Papa don't bless me, Papa nah, don't hammer, don't, you understand? So the thing is, it depends on where you are at.
Okay.
I wish we had more time. I would have, elucidated a bit more on the divide. But if you are a Christian artist, you should be asking yourself, okay, any content I put out should help people within the Christian faith. But somebody also asked a question, well, what if my music is wide? What if it's open? What if it's not just targeted at Christians? So it depends on who you are targeting. And how you know is look at your lyrics. Who are your lyrics addressed to? Are they addressed to Christians? Are they addressed to God? If it's addressed to God, Christians, they go listen. You understand? Christians will be able to relate with it more.
Yeah.
So if you're singing about, take for example, I'm a Christian artist. And my song is, there's a needle in my basket. And then I'm singing the song about, there's a needle in my basket. The thing is, when you look at needles and look at baskets, right? Needles can't sit well in baskets.
I was going to ask you, why the needle, why the basket?
I'm just saying, sometimes you want your song to, you don't want your song to have a bias,
Yes,
so,
there's that too, yes.
So the thing is, it's a very tricky line. Very, very tricky. For me, as Flow Rocker, at some point, I decided that, I want to stick with songs that will bless the lives of people. Now, I'm a Christian, so my definition of blessing is defined by my faith.
Yeah.
So, obviously, anything I make will stem from that perspective.
True.
You have Christians who are listening to non-Christian music, who are influenced by non-Christian music. So ultimately, when they're going to make music, it's going to be mixed up. So that's going to have a mixed crowd. And that can be confusing.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why people sponsor secular shows is it's plain, it's direct.
Yeah, true.
It's who is your target?
There's a focus, everybody.
18 to 35, people that want to enjoy their life.
Jaye people.
Yeah, you understand? You need to define the divide.
That's the key word I've been hearing, defining the divide, even with your finances, even with your crowd. But saying that, we kind of don't have so much time.
Yeah, those questions are deep.
Guys, do you hear that? They called you guys deep thinkers. You have a body. Well, for this cause, I think an Instagram live would be quite beneficial.
That sounds like
to
a fantastic
everybody.
idea.
You could go live, ask your
yes.
questions. He's gonna be there. I'm gonna bring him. He's gonna come, even if he didn't want it to.
She will come. She's coming around.
Yes.
Because most of the questions you're asking are not questions that one can drive.
There's no black or white.
An hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
Guys, so you guys really, you praise his brain.
Yes, you press it.
You
squeeze
squeeze
it.
Thank you so much, Mr.
You're welcome,
Blow
you're welcome,
Rocker.
you're welcome, you're welcome.
Check him out on his page. Check me out on my page.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see you next week with some interesting, juicy other things that I've been learning so far. Thank you guys for coming and
Peace
bye.
out. See ya.